getting ready to go racing from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. It's round 2 of ARC's Mazda Mondays, brought to you by DI9 Designs. Thank you, all of you, for coming for this awesome, fun race. I cannot wait to get things started. On the front row, you see that orange and blue McLaren liveried Mazda of Jeremy Brio, our points leader, headed into this second round, picking up the win last week at Daytona. Georgia's Cody Pennell starting to his outside in the number 28 Red Bull liveried Mazda MX-5. Row number 2 has North Carolina's Dustin Painter starting to the inside of Charles Caneda in that Pokemon liveried number 7 Mazda. Check this out. I'm absolutely loving the creativity on this paint scheme here. So many fun paint schemes. Terry Freer obviously rocking the Jeff Gordon paint scheme back there. You've got that white Red Bull paint scheme back here. Tracy Pennell rocking the farewell to Honda colors in that Red Bull. Drivers getting lined up, getting ready to go. Massachusetts Tom Sears going to be rolling off in position number 12. He comes into this race 4th in points. What will round 2 hold for these drivers? Everybody's getting ready to roll off, gridding up at the last minute. It's your last chance to get a snack, get a beverage, and get ready. The cars are rolling, and we're going to be racing at Bristol in just a couple of laps. Rounding out the back is Connecticut's Thomas Andrews in that number 2 MGD, that Miller Genuine Draft Mazda MX-5. Couple of pace laps and then we'll get going. There you see Jeremy Brio getting ready to start these festivities. And what a race this is going to be. 21 Mazda MX-5s here today, ready to start these festivities, and you couldn't ask for anything greater. You can hear those rotary engines spooling up, getting ready to turn Thunder Valley into quite the sonorous Coliseum. Pace cars going to peel off. Jeremy Brio is going to bring us to the line with Cody Pennell on his outside. Dustin Painter with Charles Caneda in round 3 and Tommy Reynolds rounding out the top 5. Round 2 is on from Thunder Valley. Instant battle for the lead. Cody Pennell all on the outside now, trying to take it away from Brio at a 2. 2 by 2, 12 rows deep and 3 wide for the second position already. Caneda to the outside, Dustin Painter to the inside, and Jeremy Brio in the 74. Caneda still holding the 3 wide formation, still surviving, moving back through this field. They're all making it through. There you have Tracy Pennell in the Red Bull, right up behind the 15 of Sam Roberts. 3 wide now broken. Cody Pennell alone at the lead puts up consecutive purple laps. 17:60, fastest lap of the race so far. Fastest lap of the race now goes to New Jersey's Tristan Catania, and now 17:40 from Charles Caneda. The lap times keep on tumbling, and the Pokemon MX-5 in the second position, now tucked up neatly behind Cody Pennell. Caution is out. We've had an incident, possibly Tommy Withers involved. Everybody wrecking. That looks like Tracy Pennell's been involved. Tommy Reynolds has gotten a piece, and there is the Sonic the Hedgehog MX-5 of Tommy Withers, who's been involved in caution number 1, and Thomas Andrews may have gotten a piece of this one. New fastest lap, Tommy Reynolds into the number 17. MX-5 goes purple for the race with a 17:36. Let's go back and see what brought out caution number 1. This is Stephen Downton. Oh, and it's already happening in front of them. And it looks like it may have been the 48 of Tristan Catania who was involved, possibly Terry Gabbard, and then there is the crash. One more time, let's go back and have a look. Yup, Terry Gabbard and Tristan Catania making contact. This is going to affect Thomas Andrews, who's coming out of turn number 3. He just gets up and turned by Tracy Pinnell. I believe that's Tracy Pinnell. No, so we have 2 similarly colored Red Bull cars, and I'm missing one. That's Dan Maddox. Dan Maddox in the number 10, Tracy Pinnell in the number 9, the number 19, excuse me. Those look similar, so we'll try to keep those separated. But let's go back and see one more time where Dan Maddox felt disconnected to the 2. So they're already crashing far ahead. No, and it looks like Maddox wasn't even trying to turn the 2. Not sure what happened. But anyway, that brings out caution number 1. Cody Pinnell is our race leader in that number 28 Mazda MX-5. The Georgian patiently sitting behind this pace car. Coming into this race, Cody Pinnell is second in points, 7 digits behind Jeremy Brio. Brio currently running in position number 5. Ben Choate asks, Rick, who's your pick? Ben, I've got no clue. I really have no idea. Watching practice, the top 15 drivers in practice were separated by a quarter of a second. To pick somebody here, I don't know. Honestly, possibly Jeremy Brio, but Cody Pinnell has been practicing hard and putting into the work. We'll see, because we're going green in just a half a lap, so hold on to your hats. And if you've just recently joined us, I'm Rick James, bringing you uninterrupted green flag coverage from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Cody Pinnell and Charles Canita on the front row, getting ready to kick off this race once again. Green flag is out at Bristol. Sebastian the Cat cheering these drivers on as they get that race back underway, and you can see the lights now on these Mazda MX-5s, and the sun is setting in Thunder Valley. Cody Pinnell leading now by 0.3 of a second, while Tracy Pinnell brings up 4th position on the outside, trying to get around Brio. Pinnell coming down on Canita. Canita saves it, and now this is the look from the nose of Canita in 5th. Everybody stacked up 2 wide, almost 3 wide, trying to find some space, some quiet out there, but the conveyor belt does not stop. 7 drivers running their personal bests of the race, still not purple. That goes to Tommy Reynolds with a 17:36, but watch those lap times tumble. 14 laps underway. It's still Cody Pinnell, but now he's got Dustin Painter behind him. Let's ride along with the North Carolinian as he challenges for first. Pinnell still leading bravely. Jeremy Brio behind him in that 2nd position, still side by side with Dustin Painter for 3rd. Cars cannot get any peace and quiet away from each other. Looking at Josh Garrison now in the number 44 Monster Energy car. He's following closely this battle here, looking up to Terry Freer, the Michigan native, on the outside of Tennessee's Ryan Pennell, coming from just across the border in Bristol, Virginia, raised in a power plant just on the outskirts of town, growing up as a child, living off of scraps thrown to him between the bleachers at Bristol Motor Speedway, raised by one of the ARCA mechanics, found, and Ryan Pennell fell in love with racing ever since. And if that story's not true, I don't know what is. Pennell rolling 11th right now behind Derek Cook. Caution is out for the second time today, and this time it looks like it's Josh Garrison who's been involved, and he's missed a wheel, just completely falling off now, and Garrison in a big spot of trouble. He immediately jumps to pit road where the necessary repairs will keep him off the racetrack for an extended period of time. Let's go back and see what exactly happened to Josh Garrison to bring out caution number 2. So obviously this is Garrison in the number 44 Monster Falcon car, gets into the back of John Honeybrink coming out of turn number 2. Tristan Catania to his outside. They're going to make contact, will they? Out of turn number 4, Garrison getting closer. Let's see if we can get another angle here. Once again, Garrison getting into the back of that Home Depot car and making contact with Stephen Downton, and Downton gets run into by, it looks like, Tommy Withers. And let's go to Stephen Downton's cockpit view and see exactly how that went down for him. Nothing Tommy Withers could do, and that brings out caution number 2. So Josh Garrison's going to come down pit road. Cody Pennell still leading our race. Fans at home, we're going to take a 60-second break, and we're going to go ad-free for the next 20 minutes of action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more. Lights are out atop the pace car, and we're getting ready to go once again. 24 laps of our scheduled 101 underway. If you've recently joined us, I'm Rick James, bringing you uninterrupted green flag action. ARC's Mazda Mondays about to get going once again. Good Hope, Georgia's Cody Pennell leading us to the line. Pace car going to peel off with points leader Jeremy Brio to his outside. 24 laps about to be completed. The green flag is out. Here comes lap 25. We're racing once again. John Honeybrink now in that number 20 car behind Tristan Catania. Now moving up to Ryan Pennell, who's on the outside. Take a look at Pennell. in that advanced car behind that 15 to the outside of Samuel Roberts. That's Dan Roberts in the monster car, who's just up ahead. Tags the wall on the outside of his brother now into turn number 1. Almost 3 wide, but trying to avoid it at all costs. 3 wide for the lead now with Cody Pennell and Tracy Pennell side by side. 3 wide with points leader Jeremy Brio on the inside line. He can't hold it now. 2 wide for the lead with Cody Pennell. 28 laps into this race. Holding on to that top spot. His dad Tracy wants a piece. Both Red Bull cars side by side into 3. What a sight at Bristol. Soak in the sounds. The rotary engines going hammer and tongs for position, and it looks like a pace lap at the world's fastest half mile. Tom Sears putting in his personal best, 17:38, and the curse of the commentator strikes as the Massachusetts native strikes the outside of the turn number 4 wall. Hopefully no damage for him, but he keeps it pushing in the Interstate Batteries ride. Tristan Catania now to his inside. This is the battle for 12th. Catania trying to hold it steady on that low line on the concrete, but he just can't get the momentum off that top side, and that seems to be our biggest battle, is those who can get the speed off the top side and those who struggle to be fast on the inside line. Derek Cook in 15th, riding the rim right now. Tom Sears trying to hold on that top side. He's got Thomas Andrews behind Derek Cook on the outside of that number 45 Falcon car. Dan Maddox in the monster car up ahead. Cody Pennell back up to second, but now with North Carolina's Dustin Painter in third. Cars running full throttle around this half mile, and Tracy Pennell getting right up to the wall. The sun setting now behind those grandstands, and it's nothing but Monday night. It's Monday, isn't it? It's nothing but Monday night racing at Bristol. Let's ride along with Cody Pennell and soak in some of the action. Simcoe Racing in the chat says, go Team Sideswipe. We'll hope to be there in the next 2 races. Alex, can't wait to have you back. Cody Pennell trying to hold on to that lead. He's got Tommy Reynolds all up his back mirror. Tracy on the outside. Now Tommy Reynolds in that aqua and teal car, if you will, down the middle stripe on the inside of Tracy Pennell, trying to take second away. Then it's Sam Roberts in that U.S., is it Air Force? Someone correct me. Is that looks like a P-51 Mustang, but I don't know my airplanes. Tommy Reynolds going for a spill, gets dunked down into pit lane under the green flag, and what a terrible stretch of events, but they're wrecking down the back straight. Patrick Allen tries to get it together. Josh Garrison getting a piece of the action, and caution number 3 comes out at Bristol, 39 laps into this race, and it just goes from bad to worse for Josh Garrison. First off, though, we've got to take a look and see what happened to Tommy Reynolds. He just got shoved down pit road and then saved by the yellow flag. He's on the outside of Kaneda now, and Chucky Kaneda possibly gets into him, and this could be earlier, where Reynolds gets shoved down pit road. Cata Lady says hi. She's in the chat. Glad to have you here. One more look, see if we can find out what happened to Tommy Reynolds before this caution happened. Still hasn't been shoved down pit road. Let's see what's up. And the caution's already out at this point, so what has happened, but Josh Garrison getting a piece of the action that actually brought out this yellow flag. This is Garrison once again getting into the back end of John Honeybrink. And, well, and no, I'm well off the pace here. Big accident happening here. So the caution is out for the third time today. Thomas Andrews being scored as our leader, as a lot of drivers come down pit road for tires for fuel. Andrews pitting on lap 21 along with Tristan Catania behind him. Tommy Reynolds pitting on lap 38 just before this caution came out. Every other driver coming down pit road, so it's only the top 3 that don't have the freshest tires and the freshest fuel. The Miller Genuine Draft Mazda of Thomas Andrews currently leads this race. Let's go on and talk to our good friend Tommy, see how he's feeling about the show. Thomas Andrews, Rick James up top, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Tommy, did you ever predict you could be at the front of this field right before the halfway mark?
Absolutely not. I really have no idea what I'm doing, but somehow I got to the front. I got about 40 laps of fuel, so we'll see what happens here.
It looks like it could be a one-stop race to the end. It looks like a blast down there, but passing looks extremely difficult.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's tough to get a run on these cars. So it's a lot of fun. Thanks for putting this on, and we're gonna try to put on a show here.
Best of luck, buddy. Keep the shiny side up. What is your favorite candy bar, Thomas Andrews?
Snickers.
Good answer, buddy.
Doubt, Snickers.
Let's go. Thomas Andrews loves his Snickers. He also loves winning races, but can he hold on? Still more than 50 laps remain. Lights are on the race cars, and the lights are on at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're getting ready to start the next phase of racing. Restart number 3 this evening. Thomas Andrews has moved up 19 places from where he started, but will he stay there? Let's find out. Green flag is out at Bristol. Instant wreck down the back straight. The Pinnells involved in that one. Huge crash down the back straight. Multiple cars involved. Cody Pinnell's been involved. Tracy Pinnell's been involved. Terry Gabbard got a piece of that. He's been quite the crash test dummy today in that crash test dummy Mazda MX-5. Patrick Allen finds no love lost between him and his other competitors in that Tinder Mazda. Terry Freer in the number 46 getting a piece of that one as well. Let's see what brought out caution number 4 immediately after restart number 3. This is with Cody Pinnell now, who's restarting in the 7th position. Tracy Pinnell up ahead in the white Red Bull car, and some impatience there. Tracy getting impatient with the 48 of Tristan, getting into Cody. Terry Gabbard nowhere to go, and it causes a massive pileup. You see Derek Cook got a piece of it there, but it was mostly father and son Pinnell that got a piece of the action, and there you see Cody with an extremely damaged race car, Tracy as well. One more time, let's ride along with the number 19 Red Bull MX-5. So caution number 4 flies just over the halfway mark. Thomas Andrews still your leader with North Carolina's Dustin Painter on the outside. Dustin Painter has been on a hot streak lately, winning every single race in sight. Let's see if we can have a quick word with Dustin Painter. Painter, Rick James up top, you got me. Oh, and he is, nope, I do not have Dustin Painter. I have moved him to the wrong place. Let's see here. There we go. Dustin Painter, Rick James, you got me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, Rick.
Hey, there we are, buddy. You're sitting second right now. What are your chances to win?
Oh, I don't know. This is crazy, insane, fun. It's like Daytona met Bristol.
It looks like it's a lot of fun, and because you're going full throttle all the way around, it seems almost impossible to pass out here. How can you get that Doritos MX-5 to the front?
Just gotta get the right draft.
We're going to find out, man. We're going to be rooting for you as well, DP. Favorite candy bar?
Mr. Goodbar.
Mr. Goodbar. All right, buddy. Best of luck. Keep the shiny side up.
Thank you.
So the lights are out on the pace car. We're going to have restart number 4. And this restart, among all our restarts, brought to us by the good folks over at DI9 Designs. Use code DI9 Designs for free shipping on your diecast and merch orders over $20 on CircleBDiecast.com. Dustin Painter looking to get his first win in a Mazda MX-5. Same with Thomas Andrews. We're going to have lap 50 on the board when we restart this race. Andrews and Painter side by side waiting for the signal. Green flag is out at Bristol. Thomas Andrews still holding on to the lead. Dustin Painter now looking to his inside. Tristan Catania in the Need for Speed Most Wanted car on the inside of Tom Sears in the Interstate Batteries entry. Then you've got points leader Jeremy Brio on the outside line. We've got a new follower in Carby, Justin Catalady as well, following within the last 10 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we know Catalady cheering for Tristan, who's coming up in that Most Wanted MX-5, up into the 5th position behind Dustin Painter, now making it 3 wide for the lead if they can hold on out of 2. 53.5 laps underway, and the top 10 drivers separated by 0.2 of a second at Bristol. Caution is out for the 5th time tonight at the world's fastest half mile, and this time it looks like Tracy Pinnell's been involved one more time, and Terry Freer in the number 46 DuPont Automotive Finishes car has jumped immediately down to pit lane. Let's go back and see what brought out the 5th caution of the evening. Heavy contact between the 46, and it's not all rainbows and Red Bulls. And Sunshine and Mazda's headed into one more time. Let's roll this one back. Freer getting a big run into 3. Have a look. Into turn 1, excuse me. Have a look. And Pinnell already involved, and it looks like the 46 really came in all too hot. Have another look. By the time they made contact, you can see the steering was incredibly broken, but Tracy Pinnell was having issues well before this one as well. Let's go back and see what happened to Tracy. This is already out of 4. Tracy is 3 wide and losing control of his hot rod by now. Looks like he just gave it a full send out of turn number 4. They collided 3 wide. The 24 car tried to send it in too deep. At least that's what it appears, but by the time they made contact, their steering was broken. Let's have one more look amongst these 3. And you can see they went 3 wide, but it seems just unclear where Pinnell was coming up that middle. You can see there was some contact from Downton with the 17. Nowhere to go for some of these drivers, and that pileup brings out the 5th caution this evening. So Thomas Andrews is still our leader, and Tennessee's very own Ryan Pennell makes it to position number 2. He's sitting in second to the outside of Connecticut's Thomas Andrews. Pace car still moving around the racetrack with the lights on as Sebastian the Cat voices his eagerness to get the race back underway. Let's see if we can bother Ryan really quick before this race gets any more underway than it already is. Ryan Pennell, Rick James, can you hear me? Ryan Pennell, Rick James, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Ryan, we're past the halfway mark now. How are these cars handling?
Man, it's tight on the restarts, but once some temperature gets in the tires, honestly, it's a lot of fun. We've had some wrecks, but man, this 12 car, it is a rocket tonight. I'm trying to get some good points, so
what's it going to take to beat Thomas Andrews, man? I haven't seen you win in way too long, Ryan.
Oh man, I'm going to do everything it takes.
You were born in just a lonely abandoned power plant just across the border in Virginia and raised by an ARCA mechanic that found you hiding under the bleachers here at Bristol. Ryan, is this the kind of homecoming win you need?
Oh, absolutely. I got to get this win.
Keep the shiny side up, buddy. Hopefully you get that W.
Thank you, sir.
Ryan Pennell getting back to business, and so are we. Green flag is out at Bristol. Let's go racing. Pennell doesn't get the best of starts. Andrews, Sam Roberts, Ryan Pennell, your top 3. Cody Pennell now looking to his inside. Will those Pennell cousins make contact? They certainly don't, but the outside line being held up 3 wide behind him. 1 car slow, and it's Chucky Kaneda slow in the number 7 Pokemon Mazda MX-5 with Tommy Withers to his inside, and there go the Red Bull machines making contact once again. Everybody survives and no crash now with 41 laps remaining in tonight's event. Thomas Andrews leading on the outside of Sam Roberts. Here's the fight for first. Roberts not giving it up, 2 by 2, 2 rows deep, fighting for the lead into turn number 1. Andrews holds on to first. Roberts resigned to second with Ryan Pennell on the outside. Cody Pennell sitting in third. Here comes Tom Sears, the Massachusetts madman, to the inside of North Carolinian Dustin Painter. This the move for the 6th position. 63 laps underway at Bristol, and the drivers do not relent. There is not a single driver in the top 14 that is separated by more than 0.2 of a second. Thomas Andrews to the outside with Sam Roberts to his inside. 2 by 2, 3 rows deep, and it looks like a pace lap with 64 laps up on the board. Roberts once again to the inside. Can he make it stick? 3 wide for the lead now. Something's got to give, and that something is Virginia's Ryan Pennell. Now 3 wide once again, making contact. There goes Daniel Roberts in the monster car for a skid, and he keeps it off the wall. How about that for a glove save? D-Rob keeps it safe and sound in his number 30 Mazda MX-5. 66 laps into this race. Caution number 6 flies over Bristol. Daniel Roberts with a great move there. Great 3-wide racing for second as you see Terry Freer coming down pit road. Let's go see what happened to D-Rob. Whoa. One more time. Let's go see what happened to D-Rob. There it is. And there's already contact with Ryan Pennell. They were going 3 wide for the position, and this stemmed from them going 3 wide out of turn number 4. Let's ride along with D-Rob as he's watching all of this chaos unfold. So caution number 6 flies over the Bristol Motor Speedway. That's going to put Sam Roberts in the lead for the first time today in that U.S. Air Force number 15. And that's going to give us time to take our second break. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 120 seconds with 30 minutes of ad-free racing. So stick around for 2 minutes. We'll be back for 30 consecutive minutes of ad-free action and the conclusion of round 2 of DI9 Design's Mazda Monday from Bristol. Lights are out atop the pace car, and we're about to go racing one more time. 31 laps to go is what we'll have when the green flag flies, and if they haven't pitted yet, they should be good to go that distance. Some of these drivers not pitting since lap 40, and that means Sam Roberts, Cody Pennell not pitting since lap 40 and 46 respectively. They will be out of fuel soon if they don't get a move on, but the green flag is out. Let's see what happens. 31 laps remain. Wrecking already, and Chucky Kaneda going around at a turn number 2. And look at that, another, is that Dan Maddox again? No. Who is that? Dan Roberts that's been involved with Charles Kaneda, and Kaneda's missing the rear wheel. And 13th place, Chuck Kaneda, making his debut in ARC's Mazda Monday, jumps immediately to pits, and this happens straight away after the green flag. Let's go have a look and see what brought out the caution so early. This is Kaneda on the outside of Daniel Cook. Green flag is out, and keep your eye on that number 7 Pokemon car. Oh, the 38 of Derek Cook just gets into the rear end. Kaneda saves it, but then gets into the wall and gets T-boned by the Monster Energy car of Dan Roberts. And let's ride along with D-Rob. He saved it last time around, but this time not so lucky. Have a listen. Gets an excellent jump onto that restart, and next thing you know, doesn't see Kaneda sitting in the middle of the road, and that brings out caution number 7. So Sam Roberts in the lead to the inside of North Carolina's Dustin Painter. And let's see if Samuel Roberts has what it takes to win tonight's race. Sam Rob, Rick James up top. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. What's going on?
Ernesto Gonzalez Neira now following. Obrigado, Ernesto. Welcome to the stream. Or, gracias, whatever you... Anyway, Sam Roberts, you're sitting in the lead, buddy. You've got Dustin Painter to your outside and one of the fastest drivers in Cody Pennell right behind you. You're going to restart inside the final 25 laps. Can you win it?
I'm gonna try my hardest, man. This is some of the most fun I've had on iRacing in a long time, so I really want to pull it off.
Why? What makes these MX-5s so much fun?
I don't know. It's just you're bunched up with a bunch of people, and it's just, I don't know. It's just really fun being all together and holding it wide open around the whole track.
It looks like a blast from up here, man. You're going to get the one to go this time by. And the most important question we can ask you, Sam Rob, what is your favorite candy bar?
Favorite candy bar had to be a Twix.
A Twix. Good answer, buddy. Shiny side up. Hopefully we talk to you at the... Oh, actually, one question, and I've been dying to know this for a couple of weeks. What plane is your paint scheme modeled after? I've been saying P-51 Mustang, but I know nothing about airplanes.
I'm pretty sure it's the old P-51 warplane.
It is the P-51. It looks good from this angle, man. Even those bullet holes on the back end tell everybody else to stay away. Hopefully you can keep it in first, man.
All right, thank you.
There you go. I know absolutely nothing about airplanes, and I was right. It's a P-51, according to Sam Roberts. And Sam's going to lead us to the line. Cat Lady saying, nice job, Rick. Thank you, miss. Devil Shard saying, come on, Cook. Because same last name, talking about DC. He keeps it on him. Derek Cook starting 7th in the number 38 Wrestling MX-5. Sam Roberts in first to the inside of Dustin Painter. Pace car peels off, and it's 25 laps to go. Let's go racing. The sun is set, the moon is out, and now the drivers are ready to go. Look at Thomas Andrews in the NGD Mazda on the inside of DC. Derek Cook, Tommy Reynolds moving down to the inside, looking to get to Ryan Pennell. 15:28:65. Sam Robb, Cody Pennell, Dustin Painter. Here comes Cody Pennell to the inside of Sam Roberts, almost making it 3 wide as Dustin Painter, who dips down to the inside, looks back behind the 15 P51 of Sam Roberts, and points leader Jeremy Brio in that number 74. Now challenging for the podium once again. John Honeybrink in the 16th position, trying to catch up to Kaneda. Stephen Downton in the number 54, trying to get a piece of this action. Derek Cook to his outside. Then it's Thomas Andrews in that number 2 to the outside of New Jersey's Tristan Catania. The Italian Stallion in the most wanted MX-5, just ahead of Ohio's Terry Gabbard. To the inside of Derek Cook, who gets pushed back to the 10th position. Cook now getting the speed on the outside of Gabbard and recovers the spot. Running high on that high side, almost rim riding, almost making contact with the wall, and it looks like a formation of bowling pins with Cody Pennell leading the drivers that fan out behind him. 2-0 to go. Pennell, Painter, Roberts, your top 3. Caution is out for the 8th time tonight at Bristol. Tom Sears jumps immediately to the pits. Was it Sears that was involved? Let's go back and have a look. And it doesn't look like it. But the yellow flag does come out recently. Tracy Pennell going around once again. Chucky Kaneda getting into the wall. And let's see what happened to Tracy Pennell this time around. Stephen Downton and Tracy Pennell just fighting for the same piece of real estate. Chuck Kaneda has nowhere to go, and he uses the wall to slow himself down, and the number 19 Red Bull Mazda gets in yet another accident. But now Georgia's Cody Pennell back to the front with Dustin Painter on his outside, inside the final 20 laps of action. And we are still ad-free for the next 23 minutes, so we're going absolutely nowhere. But thankfully, we're ad-free thanks to the good folks over at DI9 Designs, the Chase Elliott custom graphic design page on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at DI9 Designs. They post graphics on all platforms multiple times a week, on top of taking requests on all types of logos, Chase Elliott wallpapers, iRacing schemes, and more. Follow and DM them for more details. We are not affiliated with Hendrick Motorsports or Chase Elliott. Use code DI9 Designs for free shipping on all your diecast and merch orders over $20 on CircleBDiecast.com. While we're here, also got to give a special mention to Mr. Paul Page, the ever-famous Mr. Paul Page. And he came out with a book last year, and this is just a little personal plug. We're not getting paid anything at all to mention Paul Page's book. But if you're a fan of racing, open wheel racing specifically, and oh, hello. And look what I've just done now. If you're a fan of open wheel racing specifically, and you want to learn a little bit more about that history, the book is called Hello, I'm Paul Page. It's Race Day in Indianapolis, with the foreword written by none other than Mario Andretti. Check that out. You can find the book on Amazon. It's called Hello, I'm Paul Page. It's Race Day in Indianapolis, with the foreword by Mario Andretti. It is a must for all open wheel fans. Sam Roberts sitting in third. Ryan Pennell to his outside. Points leader Jeremy Brio in that number 74 McLaren liveried car is going to be restarting in the 5th position. But can Jeremy get the dub for 2 consecutive races? Let's ask him. Jeremy Brio, Rick James, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rick.
Jeremy, you come into this race leading the points. Can you get the W?
Yeah, if I stop pussyfooting in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I've just been letting off a lot. But if I don't do that, I can just probably run over all these guys and win the race.
15 laps to go, buddy. Best of luck. What's your favorite candy bar?
We're gonna go with Crunch here.
Shiny side up, buddy. Be safe.
All right, thanks, Rick.
Brio going to go back to work. We're going to be restarting with the final 15 circuits on the board. Dustin Painter and Cody Pennell side by side. The green flag is out, and it's another 8 miles to race. Stephen Downton now rocking the outside in the 10th position, fighting with Tommy Withers. Ryan Pennell looking to stay on the outside of the top 5 now. Tristan Catania to his inside. 14 circuits remaining. Pennell, Sam Roberts, Jeremy Brio, top 3. Ryan Pennell brushing that wall like he's Bob Ross, but there's no happy little accidents on the outside. One more happy little accident could be your last little accident at Bristol. Tristan Catania trying to make his way into the top 3, just on the fringes of the first 5 with Ryan Pennell to his outside. Sam Roberts trying to chase down Cody Pennell. Have a listen. Out of turn number 2, lucky number 13 becomes a dozen, and then 12 turns to 11. Laps to go this time around. Pennell, Roberts, Painter, your top 3. Pennell making an assault on the outside now. Everybody giving no room to race. It's now or never. Go time has passed. If you're not here now, you've got no chance. Brio, the points leader, sitting in 5th on the outside behind Ryan Pennell. Cody still leading with the P51 Mustang of Sam Roberts, trying to look to the inside, and the only car making that inside work. North Carolinian Dustin Painter now to the outside. He's trying to find one more vantage. Sam Roberts falling behind. Ryan Pennell looking up that middle lane now. Roberts now to the inside of Cody Pennell. Red Bull to the outside. P51 Mustang to the inside. 9 laps to go. Caution is out for the 9th time today, and it's Terry Squared that has had an accident on that inside. Let's see exactly what happened this time around. Terry Freer, look at that. Terry Freer mounting, climbing, and literally running over the crash test MX-5 of Terry Gabbard. What in the world was that? Let's have another look. And it looked like possibly net code between Freer and Gabbard. Freer nearly going for a spin, and Gabbard doing exactly what it says on the side of his Mazda. Let's have a look and see what caused Gabbard to... And this is still a little sooner. Let's run this back because it genuinely does look like netcode between these two. We'll go to the chopper view and see if they make any contact. No contact at all. You saw that net code there. No contact at all. One more look, and you can see there's clear moonlight between these two. And one more look from the cockpit of Terry Gabbard. Just because I'm curious, I want to see what it looks like when a Mazda MX-5 runs over you. And that's caution number 9. So we're going to restart inside the final 5 laps. Cody Pennell leading Dustin Painter. Jeremy Brio sits in 3rd. We're still ad-free for the next 16 minutes, so we should, for all intents and purposes, make it to the end without any more breaks. But really, if we can't finish the next 5 laps in 14 minutes, we've got bigger problems. Devil Shard still cheering for Derek Cook. DC finds himself in 6th right now, and there's Devil Shard saying, come on, Cook, get the top 5, and he wants DC to get that top 5. Tristan Catania right now in his way. Catania, our third biggest mover of this race, he's up 12 spots. Tommy Withers in the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega machine has gained 14 places. And Connecticut's Thomas Andrews, our biggest mover of the evening, he's up 16 places in 4th in his number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Mazda MX-5. So we're going to be restarting with 3 laps to go, just a mile and a half to settle round number 2. Here are the points one more time. Jeremy Brio leads by 7 digits over Cody Pennell. They're running 3rd and 1st, respectively. Tristan Catania, 3rd in points, sitting 5th in the race. Tom Sears, 18th, out of this race. He's going to sink through the points, and the North Carolinian Dustin Painter running 5th in the points, 2nd in this race. And these standings are about to get shaken up, but can we survive 3 more laps? 1.5 miles to the end. Green flag will come out as soon as the pace car peels off. Cody Pennell and Dustin Painter will lead us to the line. DI9 Designs restart number 9. Let's go racing. Pennell gets a great jump, 2x2 for the 3rd position. Thomas Andrews trying to hang on. Here comes Tristan Catania behind him. 2 miles, 2 laps to go at the line. 1 mile remains. Cody Pennell leading Dustin Painter. There is the 28 car who gets to the line, and it's 2 laps to go. Pennell, Painter, points leader Brio. Here comes the New Jersey native Catania for 3rd. Painter now looking to get under Pennell. He's been on a hot streak since he won 2 weeks ago at Irwindale. Caution number 10 is out before they can get to the line, and it will be our first of 3 green, white, checkered attempts. And for the 10th time tonight, yellow comes out, and this time it looks like Samuel Roberts may have been involved, and it's a shame because that P51 Mustang was doing beautifully up until this moment. Let's see what happened to Sam Robb. Contact from Stephen Downton in car 54, collected by the Virginian Ryan Pennell and Sam Roberts. For the most part, okay, I think it looks like his left front wheel isn't even turning. Let's have one more look. Oh, that damage right there is what locks up the left front wheel for Roberts. And there it is right there, motionless. There's the telltale sign. And Roberts is going to have to get that car repaired, and it looks like he uses a fast repair. He's back out on the racetrack. So Cody Pennell is going to lead Dustin Painter to this line. We're going to have 2 laps to settle it. Last week at Daytona, what a drive for Jeremy Brio to use pit strategy to get that win, but this time it's no strategy whatsoever. Cody Pennell last pitting on lap 46. Does he have the fuel to go the distance? He said last week was not a fan, that he could not Not a fan that last week's race came on, was decided on fuel mileage. But here he is, and from what I can see on that dashboard, he looks to be good to go on fuel. Dustin Painter sitting in second, Jeremy Brio running in third. Everybody should be good to go all the way to the end. So who do you got? Devil Shard's favorite, Derek Cook, running 8th right now. He's got to get through Tommy Reynolds in the 17, Thomas Withers in the 6, and Thomas Andrews sitting 5th. Andrews and Withers both gaining 15 positions. Catania has gained 13, and into that Need for Speed Most Wanted livery, he's running 4th. Jeremy Brio running in 3rd, looking ahead to Dustin Painter, rocking the 2nd position. Drivers will get the 1 to go this time by, and we've officially passed the 101 lap mark, so it's been more than 54 miles we're running tonight. We're getting more than our money's worth. Let's see what this one looks like. Ben Choate says, Cody or DP? Talking about Cody Pennell or Dustin Painter, one of these two who make the regular appearance in the OG Racing League. Speaking of OG, we'll be back tomorrow night. OG Modified Series returns on Rick James TV tomorrow night, 8:10 p.m., and it's race 1 of our doubleheader Tuesday. DI9 Designs turned down for what? Racing tomorrow night at Atlanta. That's going to be a treat. But for now, we've got to settle this. Cody Pennell, Dustin Painter, side by side. Will it be the last restart? Let's find out. It's 2 laps to go. Everybody makes it through mostly okay. Cody Pennell with a mirror full of Jeremy Brio coming out of turn number 2. Brio looks to the inside, but can he pull it off? There's Brio. He's got half a car length to Pennell. Side by side to the line. Half a mile remains, and it's a race now. Brio to the inside of Pennell. There goes Catania for a massive spill. Big wreck out of turn number 2. It's a race to the line now. Side by side. There go the 2 leaders. Dustin Painter now on the outside. Thomas Andrews to the inside. Crashing to the line. Painter to the inside, but he can't make it. And it's Thomas Andrews who gets the win at Bristol after a last lap crash. And how do you like that? What a finish. Connecticut's Thomas Andrews gets the dub, gets the win. What a last lap and a skid of celebration. What a way to come into your first Mazda Monday race and take it all. Well done, Dustin Painter in second. Devil Shard celebrating Derek Cook's 3rd place finish. Points leader Jeremy Brio finishing 10th. Cody Pennell able to finish in 11th. Kaneda interrupting Thomas Andrews' celebration, and the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Mazda ruined, and we'll have top 3 interviews in just a moment. On the podium now with our top three after a thrilling finish to that race. Talking about Derek Cook getting third, Devil Shard cheering you on all race long, DC, but here you come with the bronze medal. What a race.
Oh, I just got lucky.
You could say luck all you want, DC, but still, a bronze medal is a bronze medal, man. Did you have fun tonight?
Oh, I had a blast. I love running these cars, but I mean, I'll take third any day.
Will we see you in 7 days at Lime Rock?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Congratulations on that third position, buddy. Now with our silver medalist, Dustin Painter. Dustin, what more could you have done to get that win?
Well, honestly, I should have just pushed Cody to the win and not try to do something stupid right there. I saw a hole for a second. I was going to kind of go three wide. Jeremy was up a little bit. I hooked Jeremy into Cody. Was worried that Cody was going to run out of gas. Didn't really want to be behind him, so I was going to try to shoot the gap and hope that maybe I could, it'd be a three wide race there. But that hole wasn't there. I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry to those two guys.
You end up with a second place finish. You've been on a hot streak lately, man. Next week at Lime Rock, what do you think?
Yeah, I suck at road courses. I'll suck there.
Well, we'll see if you're par for the course on road courses, man. Congratulations on that second place finish.
All right, thanks.
Our race winner now in that number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Mazda MX-5, Thomas Andrews. Talk about that last lap. How did you skate through all of that to get the win?
Well, I mean, that last restart, I had no idea that Cody or even Jeremy or Dustin were going to be able to make it on fuel. So it was a bit sketchy there. I was trying to kind of give myself an out in case one of them stumbled. I could kind of just shoot to the bottom or their top. But, it was just kind of right place, right time. I mean, I had to be in the top 4 or 5 to get the win, and got a little bit lucky there. And then just used up Dustin a little bit there in turn 3 and 4, coming to the checkers. But that's Bristol, baby.
One way or another, you got that W. Now, leaving this event, it's your first race in Mazda Monday of the 6 we have scheduled, and with that win, you've immediately jumped into 7th place, and you only find yourself 22 points behind points leader Jeremy Brio, with Dustin Painter in 2nd by 1 point, Cody Pennell in 3rd by 7 points, so it's still tight at the top, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really running for points. I just got too much stuff going on to run every week. But anytime I can, I like to compete with these cars. These cars are awesome. Thank you for putting this on, and all the admins for putting this together. Anybody who wants to run these cars, do it, because it's so much fun.
It's an absolute pleasure catching that race, and an absolute pleasure talking to you, Tommy. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, buddy.
Fans at home, that's going to do it for us tonight, and another chapter of ARC's Mazda Monday is in the books. Tomorrow night, right here on Rick James TV1, we're going to have the OG Modifieds and Turn Down for What at Atlanta, so don't miss that. Give us a follow, give us a subscription, take care of each other, do stay safe, and we will see you all